Bomac in the house.
Terence Crawford's trainer Bomac Mcintyre has also joined Chris Eubank Jr.'s camp ahead of his rematch with Conor Benn. On the other hand, Conor Benn has been firing off explosive power shots in training, showing sharp timing and relentless aggression ahead of his rematch with Chris Eubank Jr. Moreover, Vidal Riley said the rematch means different things for both fighters, explaining that for Chris Eubank Jr. it's mainly about money, while for Conor Benn it represents his long and determined path toward becoming a world champion.
Conor Benn does have the chance to become a legitimate world champion and have a different phase to his career, to what he's had. Chris is about cash. That's what it's about. At this time, not that he's in need for cash, but everyone wants more. So if you can get 2 big money fights back to back against someone you know you're more than capable of beating, you've proven you can beat them, why not take it again? For Conor, it's about the long road, about the mileage, about how you're going to feel in a year's time, 2 years' time. Where do you want to go in your career? What do you see as the final picture? Loaded, or made the decisions to take me on the world champion route and still end up loaded?
Furthermore, Tony Bellew called the first fight one of the best he'd seen and said he's excited for the rematch.
The first fight's one of the best fights I've ever seen. You've got to look at, just watch the action from the first round to the last. I mean, that 12th round is just epic. 100% want to see it again. It's just...
Who wins it?
Oh, I don't know. I think you need to look at the really intricate details going into the fight.
Chris Eubank the favourite, Junior?
He has to be after winning the first fight, but I'll tell you something. The tide moves slightly over to Conor Benn a bit more, because Chris Eubank will be the one who needs more time to recover than Conor Benn, because the younger man, the younger body, the fresher body recovers faster than the older body. But at the same time, the bigger man, the stronger man will always come better late, and there's no getting away from them last 3 rounds. He came really strong.
However, Terence Crawford's trainer Brian Bomac Mcintyre has joined Chris Eubank Jr.'s camp ahead of the rematch with Conor Benn, bringing his elite experience and tactical expertise to help sharpen Eubank's preparation for the crucial fight.
Bomac in the house. My man, the king.
Meanwhile, Terence Crawford advised Conor Benn to focus on strength, timing, and patience, urging him to stay composed, close the distance wisely, and strike with precision to turn the rematch into a battle of skill and strategy, not just power. Joe Cordina said he believes Conor Benn will make his comeback by avenging his loss to Chris Eubank Jr. in their upcoming rematch.
So I know what that's like for Conor, and I know he'll come back and he'll give it everything, and I'm sure he'll get the win.
Ronnie Davies revealed there were some issues in Eubank's last fight that he couldn't share publicly, but promised fans will see a sharper and more complete version this time.
But this time, what I know, there's a few issues last time, which I can't talk about, is he? But this time, Z, when we talk to Z before, sorry mate. This time I'll do it right, and you'll see a different Eubank, and I think he'll finally make an easier job. But then again, you don't know with Ben. He's a very determined young kid, very fit, very powerful, and he's young. And he'll fight his heart out. So I'm expecting a good fight. I still think Eubanks will be stopping.
Tony Sims said Benn's composure will be vital, explaining that his experience with heavier opponents and adaptability across weights will help him control distance, read Eubank's moves, and strike with smart precision.
And I don't believe it'll go out the window on the next fight. I believe that he'll be there, calm, and he'll be there to do a job on Chris Eubank Jr. the next time. And he knows Chris can't hurt him. He wasn't hurt at any time in the fight. And he, as I say, he's boxed up at middleweight now, so he knows what that feels like. And I believe the next time around it'll be a different fight.
Carl Frock advised Conor Benn to stay composed, use feints and jabs effectively, and conserve energy for crucial moments. He stressed that timing and patience are more important than pure power, and controlling the pace will allow Benn to land clean, accurate shots.
I'd like to see you calm it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Just on the outside, just the movement,
Yeah,
just steady it down.
Boring though, Carl.
No. On the outside, man, you don't want to be chucking energy away and burning down the bar. Think of it.
Boring.
It's not boring, because then you get in range and you make it exciting. I'm talking about technically on the outside, and I'm not telling Tony Sims how to do his job, but just calm me down a little bit on the outside. Little feints, little jabs, little movements, just little shows. Have a look at this, trigger him, and then have a fight with him.
Yeah.
Don't burn anything. Waste 12 rounds, man. He's tough. One thing about him he's inherited from his dad is a toughness.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a massive bang on me. I've done a lot of sparring with Chris Eubank.
Froch also commented on Eubank Jr.'s frustration over fines, saying it was understandable but urged him to stay professional and focused on the upcoming rematch.
He's got his reasons for being sort of annoyed with Eddie Hearn and the British Boxing Board of Control, because he's been fined quite a lot.
Yeah.
Got fined for not making the weight. I know he's supposed to make the weight. I think it was £500,000. But the Board of Control do a fantastic job, and they're there for the safety of the fighters. And I personally know Robert Smith, and he does a great job. So for him to slag off Robert Smith, I think that's a mistake, and one that he'll probably regret. I ain't got a problem with him calling out Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn should sit there and keep his mouth shut.
Yeah.
I don't think he should be speaking. And I know he tried to say, I was going to say something about Ricky Hatton, but that, in terms of that press conference and then that setting, it's irrelevant, because they're talking about the fight. They're there to promote the Eubank Benn rematch.
Johnny Nelson said Chris Eubank Jr. showed no real progress and brought nothing new in their last fight, pointing out that Conor Benn's toughness kept him competitive.
Chris will give himself every possible chance that's going, but in reality, you know, personally, I just think the last performance of Chris, I thought, you've got nothing left. There's no more improvement on what I'm seeing there. And I know there was the weight issue and all the build up to it. I thought there's no more improvement there.
Does that mean you think do you think Conor Benn will be better in the second fight?
Yes.
Does that mean that you think that by him being better and there's no more left from Chris Eubank, that Conor Benn's able to bridge the gap and get an outcome in his second fight?
Without a doubt.
You do?
He couldn't have done any more. If he could have knocked out Conor in that fight, he would have done. He just couldn't get rid of him. And Conor stuck it. So regardless of him being surprised that Conor stuck it out a lot more, he couldn't get rid.
Eddie Hearn cautioned that repeating such a brutal contest carries risks and emphasized that both fighters' health and safety must remain the top priority.
And I have to give, despite our differences, I have to give Junior respect, because he went to some deep places that night. Both of them did. And they're choosing to run it back and go to the same places where they will definitely be going in this fight. So, the first fight date, which was September 20th, didn't get off the ground because, Eubank physically said he wasn't ready for that fight. So we're here now, November 15th, back at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and back for another thriller.
However, Chris Eubank Jr. said he respects Conor Benn for going the full 12 rounds, showing heart, grit, and real fighting spirit.
After those 12 rounds, do you respect Conor Benn?
Yeah. I have to. The guy went 12 rounds with me. He didn't give up. He didn't quit, like so many fighters have done over the past years. So in that sense, I have respect for him, yeah.
On the other hand, Conor Benn dismissed the drama around Eubank Jr., calling the ambulance claims outrageous and accusing him of paranoia.
First, with the ambulance situation, it's outrageous, and you can't be making them accusations. Listen, I don't like Chris. I don't have to like him, but no one's out to hurt anybody here, and it's a shame that he lives in that world of paranoia where he genuinely believes that anybody's out to get him, because nobody really is. And it's for his toenail. I couldn't care less about his toenail. I don't care. I mean, I'll cut some of mine off and give it to him if he wants.
That's it for today's video. Share your thoughts in the comment section and make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video.